Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about 4.MBT.6 long division. This video will focus on two-digit division. However, once you know how to do two-digit division, you really just repeat the steps and can do as many digits as they've added on. So once you get this down, you're going to be good to go with the steps. If you could please watch the video through once and just listen and learn, and then a second time, if you could stop it and copy these notes into your math notebook, that would be great. Okay, the first thing I want to go over is a handout that I have given you to put into your math notebook, and this goes over the steps. It's a really nice handout, so you can even cut this out. You could cut out the words, cut this out, and glue it in to your math notebook. That would be really handy. And this shows you with the three-digit number, but like I said, it really doesn't matter if we just covered one of those up. It would be the same thing. So in order to do long division, we remember the saying, Dad, Mom, Sister, Brother, Rover. And those stand for divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then remainder or repeat. Okay? So the first thing you do is you set up your problem to look like this, where the number you're dividing, the larger number is inside like this little L bracket, and then the divisor is out on the outside. Okay, so then you're going to start, and you can use a sticky note to cover up if you would like. We're going to start with the first digit, so we can cover up just like this. And we're going to divide. How many times can I divide 4 into groups of 3? Well, 3 can only fit into 4 one time, so I put the 1 on top. That's the division. Okay, then we're just going to do the multiplying. So 3 times 1, and then you write down the 3. Okay, that stands for Mom. Second, sister, subtract. So now you're going to subtract the 4 minus the 3 that you wrote down, and you get 1. Okay, now the brother part, the bring down. The bring down is the next number. You draw an arrow, and you slide that number on down. Okay, now you have 15. So now what you do is you basically repeat the same process again, only now instead of looking up here at this number, you're actually going to look here. So you're going to be thinking about 3 fitting into 15. Okay, so don't worry about that quite yet until we get to it. But this is the handout I gave you, so if you could please cut this out and glue this into your notebook, or even fold it in half. You can fold it in half and glue it down that way as well. So this is how I'm doing my notebook with that. So we're going to copy the title of what we're studying, and then we're going to write these steps. Dad, Mom, Sister, Brother, Rover, which is repeat. And you can see I wrote down what they mean here. Okay, now we're going to practice. So if they gave you a problem that looked like this, 90 divided by 2, you need to rewrite it to look like this. So you need to make this little L bracket. It's like kind of an L on the side, a capital L tipped on its side. And you're going to put the bigger number inside, and you're going to put the 2, the smaller number, on the outside. Then we're going to use a sticky note again, and we're just going to worry about this first number. Okay, we're not going to worry about anything else. Okay, so here we go. So now we think about dividing 9 into groups of 2. So I'm on the D for Dad. Okay, so how many times can I divide 9 into groups of 2? Or what times 2 gets me as close to 9 as I can without going over? Well, that'll be 4 groups. Okay, and then I'm going to do the multiplying. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, and now I'm going to do the subtracting. So I'm going to subtract these. That is 1. 9 minus 1. I'm sorry, 9 minus 8 is 1. And now I'm going to do the brother part, which is the bring down. I'm going to carry that. And now I have 10 down here. So I'm going to use this. Now I'm thinking about how many times can I divide. I'm back because I did now I'm to the rover part, the repeat. So I'm going to do the steps over, but I'm going to use this number. How many groups of 2 can I get out of 10? So I'm thinking about what times 2 gets me to 10. Well, I know it's 5. So I write that 5 up here. Now I multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. And now I have a 0 and I have nothing left to bring down, so I'm done. So my answer is 45. Okay? Okay, just watch this again. Okay, this time the problem is 22 divided by 5. So I'm going to put my 22 inside here, my 5 on the outside. Biggest number goes in the L bracket. Okay, so I cover this up and I say to myself, can 5 fit into 2? No, we can't divide 2 into n groups of 5. That's silly, it doesn't work. If I take my finger away and now I have 22, can 5 fit into 22? Yeah, we can take 22 and divide it into groups of 5. So now I'm going to be thinking about what times 5 gets me as close as I can get to 22 without going over. So I start thinking, okay, well, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25. That's too much. We don't want to do that one. So we want to go with this one. So 5 times 4 is as close as I can get. So I'm going to put my 4 up top. I'm going to copy my 20 below. Now I'm going to subtract. That is 0. Okay, now there's nothing left to bring down. When there's nothing left to bring down, but you still have a number down here, it becomes your remainder. So it will be 4 remainder 2. That's your answer, and I should circle this one too. I told you before, I like it if you would please circle your answers just because it starts to get confusing on your page when you have a lot of writing. Okay, we have 2 more left to do to practice. You can always stop the video here and give them a shot if you would like, and then start the video and see how you did, or you can follow along with me. It's your choice. Okay, again, I'm going to copy the 35 into the box and put the 2 on the outside. Okay, now I'm thinking about, first I'm going to cover it up. You can use a sticky note if you would like. And I work with the 3. Can 3 be divided into groups of 2? Well, at least 1. So I know that I could fit 1 group of 2 in there. So 2 times 1 gets me to 2. So I'm going to subtract that. Okay, I'm going to bring down. Now I have 15. So can I get groups of 2 out of 15? Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to start thinking about, okay, well, 2 times 5 is 10. That's not enough. 2 times 6 is 12. That's not enough. 2 times 7 is 14. That's close. 2 times 8 is 16. That's going over. So I want to go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to use 7. So 2 times 7, I'm going to do my multiplication. So 7 times 2, 14. Subtract, I get the 1. Now I have nothing left to bring down. There's no other numbers to bring down, so that means that this 1 is my remainder. Okay, so 17 remainder 1 is my answer. Okay, all the same steps over and over again. Okay, I'm going to copy the big number inside the L bracket or the box and the 6 on the outside. First I check to see if I can fit it in the first number. No, I can't, so I slide my finger over. Can 6 fit into 36 or 37? Oops, yep, sure can. So I start thinking, and my brain already told me 6 times 6 is 36. I'm going to just make sure. 6 times 7, no, that's way too many. So I definitely want to go, ooh, I'm sorry. You definitely want to go with the 6. All right, so 6 times 6 is 36. I subtract, I get 1 left over. That becomes my remainder. So 6 remainder 1 is my answer. Okay, so don't stress out if you don't get this right away. You can always watch the video more than once. We're going to definitely practice this in class, and your parents also were taught this way, so they are also a good resource to help you with this. We're only just now starting with 2 digits, so don't stress out and try to get to bigger numbers yet. Just worry about these 2 digits, and we will knock this out. You'll get the hang of it, and then we can add another digit up top. All right, so just let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.